Okay, so let's jump right in. There's a new skill in the professional world that's becoming just as essential as, say, writing a clear email or running a team meeting. And that skill is learning how to talk to AI. Seriously, mastering this is about to become your secret weapon.
Does this sound familiar to you? You go to an AI for some help, right? Maybe to draft a proposal or brainstorm a few ideas. And what you get back is just meh. It's bland, it's generic, it's totally unusable. It is a super common frustration. But what if I told you the problem isn't actually the AI? See, the real issue here is something we can call the AI communication gap. It's that huge chasm between the brilliant idea you have in your head and the kind of mediocre thing that shows up on your screen. It's a classic case of something getting totally lost in translation. And this, right here, is the heart of the problem. You put in a vague request, like write a marketing email, and you inevitably get a generic cookie-cutter response that doesn't help anybody. It's basically the digital version of mumbling a request and then acting surprised when nobody understands what you wanted.
So, the most important thing to get is this. We've got to stop blaming the tools. These AI models are incredibly powerful, but they are not mind readers. The quality of what you get out is a direct reflection of the quality of what you put in. So, this isn't a tech problem, it's a communication problem.
So what's the fix? Well, it's a skill called prompt engineering. And please don't let that word engineering scare you off. It has absolutely nothing to do with code. It's just the skill of giving brilliant, really effective instructions. At its core, prompt engineering is kind of like an art and a science rolled into one. It's all about carefully crafting your requests, your prompts, to guide the AI exactly where you want it to go. Think of it less like typing a search into Google and more like commissioning a piece of work from a skilled expert. Here's the best way to think about it. You would never walk up to a new person on your team and just say, do marketing, and then walk away, right? Of course not. You'd give them background, you'd explain the audience, you'd define the goal, maybe give them some examples. You need to treat AI with that exact same level of clarity. This is the huge mental shift you have to make. When you give vague instructions, you're basically just an actor in a play that the AI wrote, just reacting to whatever it spits out. But with good prompt engineering, you become the director. You're the one in control, you're shaping the performance to match your vision. Okay, so let's get practical. How do you actually do this stuff? It's not about writing novels for the AI, it's about making sure you include the right ingredients to make your prompt crystal clear. Here's a super simple 4-part framework. First, define the role. Tell the AI who to be. For instance, act as an expert brand strategist. Second, provide rich context. We're a new startup launching a sustainable coffee brand. Third, state the goal, nice and clear. Generate 5 potential taglines for us. And finally, number 4, specify constraints. The taglines have to be under 6 words and create a feeling of warmth and community. See the difference? It's night and day.
So, why should you even bother mastering this? Why does this matter for your career? Because the payoff is absolutely enormous. This isn't just about getting a slightly better paragraph. It's about fundamentally changing the way you work. I mean, just look at the results. The quality of your output just skyrockets. The amount of time you save by not having to do endless revisions is massive. And maybe the coolest part is that it unlocks this whole new level of creative partnership, where the AI can help you come up with ideas you never would have had on your own. To put it really plainly, this one skill lets you produce better work way faster. It saves you hours, it frees up your brain to think about more strategic things, and it gives you a clear, undeniable edge over your peers who are still just typing in those vague one-line requests. So let's just wrap this all up. If there's one thing you take away from this explainer, let it be this. You do not need to be a tech wizard to be great at this. This has nothing to do with coding or algorithms.
It's really about being a better communicator, a better strategist, and honestly, a better manager. You're managing one of the most powerful resources to hit the professional world in a generation, and your ability to direct that resource is what's going to define your success.
So I'll leave you with this thought. Imagine you've just been assigned the most brilliant, fastest, and hardest working intern in the entire world. They have access to pretty much all of human knowledge, but they have zero context about you or your job. The question you have to ask yourself is, are you a good enough manager to unlock their potential?